and welcome to my channel. My name is Jamie. I will in the future be talking about pole dancing, but today I want to talk about something that I am just getting into, and that is ballet. Why I am talking about ballet before pole dancing. I have a lot planned for pole dancing, but ballet is something I'm just starting now at 32 years old. And I'm always looking for something to kind of give me an edge with pole dancing. I've been thinking about taking ballet consistently for like years now. I actually did start taking ballet in 2019, just long enough to kind of get familiar with the terms, but then COVID happened and I just had to stop. So since then I haven't gone back. And since then I've been thinking about it and thinking about it. And then finally I decided to just sign up for these classes. And so that's where I'm at. I've done 1 week, so 2 times, and I'm planning to take many more. So yeah, I just wanted to share my journey with it. I love being a student and I love learning, and I'm really curious to see how taking these classes will improve my pole dancing. For some background, when I first started taking ballet, I was only maybe like 2 years into pole dancing. And now I am 8 years into pole dancing. So I'm having a very different experience now versus when I first did it. And that's really cool. My ankle strength is like a world of difference now. I'm much stronger. I'm able to point my toes very well, whereas before I could barely engage the muscles in my feet. Ballet actually like motivated me to use my feet and get the strength in my ankles and in the bottom of my foot. One thing I will say is that those first few classes I took in 2019 really taught me that I was not engaging my feet well. Everything is barefoot in ballet versus like pole, you might throw on a pair of heels. And then you don't necessarily learn how to like really point your toes. You usually start barefoot, but sometimes people jump into heels really fast without really like learning how to engage their feet. So that kind of like shook me up a little bit when I first took it. I was like, oh, like I really don't know how to point my toes. Like I know how to just extend my foot, but I wasn't really going all the way through the foot. So yeah, that was something I noticed when I first started taking it. And now I'm revisiting these things that I learned, but it's kind of like starting all over again because I don't remember what glissades are. I don't know what, I don't even remember what bending your knees is. Plie, like I'm like, what is plie? So in these first couple classes, I'm refamiliarizing myself with like the super basic terms like plies, battement. We're learning just very small, like about pirouettes. And it's funny because I feel very good at pirouettes on the pole, but I feel so bad without the pole, which I think is really interesting. So I noticed that I have really weak calf muscles when it comes to standing on one foot on my toes. So that's something I'm going to be working on. Something that I also noticed was with these like glissade movements where you're jumping from the side to the side. I felt like I have a lot of power in my legs, but I wasn't able to use it because I didn't know how. So that's something that I'm going to be like practicing and refining, so that I can utilize all my strength because I know I have it. I just need to know how to channel it in the right way. And I also would like to do more with my extensions. That's a really big reason why I'm taking ballet is like the lines, the extensions. I noticed that like a lot of my favorite pole dancers have a ballet background. And I started to realize that that might be the key, is that they have this background, they learned how to get this active flexibility and like how to extend everything very well through that technique, like the very fine attention to technique. And I never really learned that. Like people glaze over it in class, but it's not like people are coming or the teacher is coming around to you and being like, you need to do it this way because you're doing it this way. And of course there's like watching your own videos to grow from that. But I think there's nothing like practicing it over and over and over again, like in ballet. And that's part of what makes it so exhausting, is that it's so repetitive, that you find yourself starting to like get exhausted and you're like, this feels like such a small movement, but you're doing it over and over and over again. And your brain is like, trying to do it right every time, to all different sides and then adding the arms. So I see a lot of value in it, and that's why I'm doing it. Also with ballet, like I really enjoy, surprisingly, like the pace of it. I enjoy that it's to like classical music, and it's kind of nice and relaxing and different from like any other kind of dance. Follow my journey to find out more and see how I progress with this. I'm planning to go like 2 to 3 times a week, if possible. And I'm really excited.